taking place in the first place at all because of your differences, particularly your age.
Well, I don't see too many people critical about it. Look at this. Ha 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 ha. He said, listen, I started Jake off and I'm gonna finish him.
I think he just called Mike Tyson a gimmick.
Mike Tyson's 58 years old, or will be at the time of the fight. Yes.
So
as much as I respect Mike Tyson and his...
What did you just call me again?
I didn't call you anything.
What did you call me?
I didn't call you anything.
Yeah, look, they call him Iron Mike Tyson, but I'm Titanium Jake Paul.
Oh, all right.
Let's see, let me think for a minute. You have to be a genius to figure this one. That he's getting paid a lot of money?
Do you give him any chance to beat Jake Paul? Because the way they're talking, it's a real fight.
Listen, we don't know what's real yet until we find out.
Mike, I just want to let you know that I actually work for Jake Paul. I've gotten to know him pretty well. I've seen him box quite a bit. And I can confidently say that you're going to knock us out, Mike! Wow. You're going to knock us out! Let's go!
Well,
and I can confidently say that you're fired.
You can't be Yoda. That's his own.
I don't see Jake doing much against Mike.
But if that Mike Tyson from Marvis Frazier fought Jake Paul's dead. He's dead. He's not gonna make it. So you have to say,
hey, I hope y'all keep that same energy when I knock this old man the fuck out.
I don't know if he's in his prime. He's fat. He should be lean and mean. He's fat and funky.
And you're apprehensive. And once you're apprehensive, it's over with.
Please promise me you're going to kick this guy's ass and shut him up, please.
boy, he's gonna regret that. All the old guys are like pulling for him, like, come on, Mike, come on. One more, you got one more in you.
Hey, I'll do just that for you.
Even coming off the best, I still think he wins. Coming off,
it's hard to say because you never bet against a 27-year-old fighting a 58-year-old.
I don't know if it's real. I know that Jake Paul has worked very hard to learn boxing and has been very smart about doing it. Very smart. You got to give him credit.
Welcome back to Quick Rundowns, the Quip Corner episode where sports meets soap opera and every conversation is just a prelude to a punchline.
And I know that even at 58 or whatever Tyson is now, I know that he's one thing that doesn't go away from a fight. I know it better than anyone.
I work my ass off, honey.
Nice. Relax. Beautiful.
Because a very special man named George Foreman at 45 years of age beat my fighter because the one thing that doesn't disappear is power. Tyson still has power. Still, you can see he's still got quickness. He's got those quick twitch muscles where, you know, he's still got muscle memory from when he was one of the great heavyweights. Reflexes, they go away. Speed, it disintegrates a little bit. It deteriorates a little bit. But power, no, it stays. I would say this, if it's real, the first couple rounds are going to be very dangerous for Jake Paul.
I think Jake Paul told me hurt.
They want to fuck with me.
He's only 200? Oh, gee. It's worse than nothing. Oh, boy. I don't think there's anything that's going to stop him.
Boom, at the same time. It's right here. Boom.
The first couple rounds with Tyson, the way that he would come out and do what he normally does, which is to make you miss and create an opening. He still has the power to do real serious damage.
I was gonna rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one to stop me.
Slip, whip, yep. And you whip your butt. I think we should do that before.
It'd be awesome. Yeah.
I don't see how Jake survives a body attack.
Can I make the comparison to Yoda in Star Wars?
Yeah.
Like, you know Yoda. Yeah. Like, he'd be hobbling around, doing whatever. But when Yoda goes to battle...
And you want to be a contender and be a title holder. So then when in your career are you going to actually fight a contender in your weight class and not do gimmick fights?
Mike Tyson, the baddest man on the planet, is morphing into something even the gods of war would fear. Impetuous style? Check. Impregnable defense? Check. A hunger so ferocious he once vowed to consume his adversary's progeny? Oh, you better believe that's a check.
Yeah, I think it'll piss me off. I think it's cool.
You think it's cool? That's awesome.
In the annals of combat, few names reverberate with the thunder of inevitability like that of Iron Mike Tyson. Behold the resurgence of a legend transforming not just his body, but the very fabric of fear itself.
Conqueror, no, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat his children. Praise be to Allah.
At 57, verging on 58, Mike Tyson isn't just defying age, he's rewriting the rules of nature. The beast from Brooklyn back to reclaim the throne, with muscles coiled in power that defies the sands of time. As the clock ticks closer to fight night, Logan Paul has sounded the alarm, and it's blaring a brutal truth. Jake is screwed, not just ordinary screwed, epically, historically, catastrophically screwed. While Jake prances in the limelight, Iron Mike stalks the shadows, each step a quake, each breath a gale. His fists, cataclysms caged in skin. What awaits is not a mere match, but a reckoning.
Babe, but what if he knocks you out?
Ooh. He sounds nervous. Just look away.
Jake Paul, our plucky, pampered internet darling, faces not just a man, but a myth, a living engine of destruction.
It's kind of insulting. It's brave, it's bold of him, but it's like, Jesus Christ, there's levels to this world.
As fight night looms, one question remains, will Jake even show? Or will the sheer aura of Tyson's comeback terror prompt a last-minute forfeit? Iron Mike, the apex predator of the ring, is on the prowl.
It's been 4 years in this sport, and I've done more to it than any boxer in the history of the sport. So in due time, sir, I will be fighting for a world championship, and I will be shutting you the fuck up and making you eat your own words, just like the rest of these fucking punks.
All right, folks, gather around because it's time for a theatrical showdown that could only happen in the absurd theater of modern sports. Let's dig into the drama, the spectacle, and the delicious irony of what is poised to become the sports event of the year or maybe the century.
Taking place in the first place at all because of your differences, particularly your age.
Well, I don't see too many people critical about it. Look at this. Ha 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 ha.
Critics, I mean.
Excuse me?
Critics, people in the industry.
Tell me who. Name it somebody.
Folks.
You? Who?
No, folks who say it. Thanks.
Yeah, no, thanks. He get hit. First punch.
You think I could get a signature?
Excuse me?
You think I could get your signature?
Yeah, you can get that.
Who would train me better, Jake or you, Mike?
Who? Me, definitely me.
Yo, Jake, what do you think of that?
I want to be up more than anybody in the world want me to be down. So that's why I'm right here talking to him.
I think older fighters have more heart and balls and weren't afraid, but I think the newer fighters have more skill and technique and are sharper. So that's why I'd be a better coach.
What's your body count, Jake? What's your body count?
This isn't just a boxing match, it's a saga.
Even the Saudi chief got on social media and said, Mike, forget the script. Beat this guy. What do you say? Tell these people who keep saying that this fight is scripted for Jake Paul to win.
Let's set the stage. Mike Tyson, the once undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, a man whose punches were once feared more than the boogeyman in closets, is stepping back into the ring. But he's not facing just any contender. Oh no, he's up against Jake Paul, YouTube sensation turned pugilistic pretender. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is the clash we didn't know we needed until we really didn't need it. Now, before you dismiss this as another cash grab in the twilight years of a boxing legend, let's pause and consider the theatrical masterpiece unfolding before us. The fight announcement between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul has triggered a whirlwind of reactions, notably from Joe Rogan, who weighed in with his signature blend of awe and apprehension on his podcast, The Joe Rogan Experience. Let's dissect his thoughts and add a layer of dramatic flavor to the unfolding saga.
But if that Mike Tyson from Marvis Frazier fought Jake Paul's dead. He's dead. He's not going to make it. So you have to say, how much has Mike Tyson lost from that 20-year-old guy in the 37 years since then, which is crazy. It'll be 38 by the time they fight. He'll have turned 58 by the time they actually fight.
Joe Rogan, the oracle of combat sports commentary and the grandmaster of podcasting, couldn't hold back his thoughts on this match. Picture this Joe in his studio, eyes wide with the kind of fear mixed with excitement that only a fight of this magnitude could elicit.
You know, like Mike Tyson's mind has switched over into war.
Stay away from his power.
I seen him working out the other day, and he throws some good combinations. So those 6-punch combinations, he has to make sure, I'm talking Jake Paul, make sure that he's not in the way of those punches, because Tyson's a real fighter.
Like, he was doing this interview, and someone said to him, he goes, you look like you're in your 20s. Like, what are you doing? He goes, I just eat raw meat. He's like, I'm eating raw meat. He goes, you're eating raw meat? He goes, yeah, I'm eating raw meat. He goes, because that's what I'm going to eat when I fight.
You don't look like no Tyson at 58 though, right? No, Rogan remarked, acknowledging the undeniable force of nature that was a prime Tyson. Rogan, with his deep knowledge and unfiltered approach, reminisced about Tyson's past glories, the thunderous power that had once defined him. He painted a picture of a younger, ferocious Tyson, one that embodied fear and awe in the golden era of heavyweight boxing.
At any time, did you feel afraid?
I'm always afraid when I'm around that guy. Kevin Hart said it best. He goes, it's like being in a room with a lion. Like, even if the lion is like...
Jamie Foxx's old joke was like, someone let a pit bull let loose in the room, they don't know whose it is.
Tyson was just terrifying. Rogan reflected, his voice a mix of reverence and a hint of the terror those fighters must have felt facing Tyson in the ring.
He's terrifying when he's in the zone. I changed the shape of the table because of him. This table was, we had the table that was this size at the old studio, and at the new studio, I was like, maybe we'll make the table smaller. It'll be more intimate. It'll be closer to the guests.
In his typical dissecting manner, Rogan corrected the common mix-up between the Paul brothers, but then dove deeper, defending Jake Paul's prowess as a legitimate boxer. This wasn't just any YouTuber swinging punches. Jake had shown he could scrap with seasoned fighters. If this kid was not a YouTuber, you'd go, this kid can effing fight, Rogan argued, trying to strip away the veneer of internet fame to reveal a fighter worthy of some respect.
And the fact that he's willing to fight Tyson, even if Tyson's 57, just the fact that he's willing to actually take a chance at Mike Tyson not being able to do what he used to do. Because that's what he's doing. The gamble is, like, there's not a fucking chance in hell that Jake Paul would survive against the Mike Tyson that beat Marvis Frazier. You ever watch that fight?
Yeah.
That's my favorite Mike Tyson fight.
But the shadow of Tyson's legacy looms large. Rogan couldn't help but bring up Tyson's most chilling performance against Marvis Frazier, describing it as an execution. This was Tyson in his prime, unstoppable, unbeatable, a force of raw, brutal talent. That Mike Tyson, the Mike Tyson that won the title against Trevor Berbick, the Mike Tyson that beat Larry Holmes. I think that Mike Tyson is the best heavyweight of all time, Rogan declared, setting a high bar against which he implicitly measured Jake Paul's chances. As Rogan navigated through his admiration for Tyson's past, he struck a chord on the heart of the matter, the gamble Jake Paul was taking.
I work my ass off, honey.
Mike now weighs 230 pounds, and he's got these muscles in his forearms. So he's sitting there, and he's a different human. He's so intense that I was like, if this table was closer to him, I would be nervous. Like, I wouldn't be able to do my best job as a podcaster. That's the reason why this table is this width.
Jake wasn't just fighting the 58-year-old Tyson who'd mellowed with age. He was challenging the lingering ghost of Tyson's former self, the specter of what once had been the most feared man in boxing. Rogan, ever the realist, posed the pivotal question how much of the old Tyson was left. The answer would determine not just the outcome of the fight, but also whether we were about to witness a legendary beatdown or an improbable upset. If that Mike Tyson from Marvis Frazier fought Jake Paul, Jake Paul's dead. He's dead, Rogan said, half joking, but with a serious undertone that underscored the deadly serious risks involved in this bout.
Someone said to him, he goes, you look like you're in your 20s. Like, what are you doing? He goes, I just eat raw meat. He's like, I'm eating raw meat. He goes, you're eating raw meat? He goes, yeah, I'm eating raw meat. He goes, because that's what I'm going to eat when I fight. I'm going to eat him.
Yeah. See,
I was like, Jesus Christ. He's in this fucking mode. He's in that God of War mode. And that.
Diving into the bizarre, Rogan highlighted Tyson's reported preparation for the fight, a diet consisting purely of raw meat.
He's still got that in him, and I'm telling you, if you keep giving that guy hormones, and you keep giving that guy supplements, and he's constantly training, here it is. Look at this.
What are you eating?
He's eating raw meat because that's what he's going to eat when he fights. He's going to eat him. It's raw meat.
Raw meat. Seriously, Mike. You're eating raw meat? Are you swallowing it? Or remember you used to spit that stuff out?
I'm going to have to eat it now because my opponent's going to be raw meat.
That's right. Did you look like 20 years old?
Rogan shared, painting a vivid picture of Tyson's primal, almost barbaric readiness to return to his roots of sheer savagery. This isn't just a fight, it's a reawakening of the beast within Tyson, Rogan suggested.
When a man has smashed men before, just smashed men, like when no one can stand in front of him, that is in his mind still. That's in there. There's a dark chamber in his mind that he can open up.
Yeah.
A man once crowned the baddest man on the planet, reverting to his most basic instincts to fight, to dominate, and to destroy. He's in that God of War mode, Rogan observed, hinting at the psychological transformation Tyson was undergoing, a metamorphosis from a sports legend into a war deity, primed for battle.
People mocked me when I was saying that before, but now I think people are coming around. I say, if this kid was not a YouTuber and you just saw him box, and you saw him knock out former UFC champions, you saw him beat legitimate boxers, you'd go, this kid can
Rogan's final thoughts were a mixture of anticipation and a sort of grim foreboding. He acknowledged Jake Paul's youth and skill, but seemed unconvinced it would be enough to overcome a rejuvenated Tyson, a man who symbolized an era when boxers were akin to gladiators. This fight isn't just about who can throw a harder punch or who can duck faster. It's about legacy, hilarity, and the audacity of hope, mostly Jake's hope. That is. Mike Tyson, our protagonist, has seen it all: the rise, the fall, the comeback, and now this a fight that could redefine absurdity. At 57, Tyson is no spring chicken, but he's got the kind of punch that could tell Father Time to sit down and shut up. In his training videos, Mike looks like a hurricane that decided to take up boxing fast, furious, and surprisingly spry for a man who's closer to an ARPS count than his rookie days. But beyond the physical, there's the emotional narrative. Tyson has made it clear, you have to remember my mother, I have to decimate her as well. This is business, it's just business, nothing personal. The man is on a mission, not just to win a match, but to annihilate his own past demons, served up in the form of his opponent. Every jab and hook isn't just for show, it's a cathartic release from the shackles of his former self. Enter Jake Paul, the man you know as much for his antics outside the ring as his fledgling exploits within it. Jake's career reads like a millennial's fever dream: YouTube fame, social media stardom, and now boxing. Some might say he's bitten off more than he can chew, but Jake's here to chew anyway, with the confidence only a true internet sensation can muster. Yet, for all his bravado, there's an air of desperation. This isn't just another video for views, it's real life, and Mike Tyson isn't just another scripted foe he can edit out in post-production. Jake's stepping into the ring with a living legend, and no amount of vlogging or diss tracks can save him from the reality of Tyson's uppercut. As Tyson trains, moving like a man with everything to lose, Jake must wonder if his YouTube fame can stand up to old-school brawn. This isn't just a fight, it's a generational showdown. On one side, we have Tyson, the epitome of 80s and 90s brute force and raw emotion. On the other, Paul, a symbol of the 21st century brand of celebrity where fame can be as fleeting as a viral video. This fight is less about boxing and more about the clash of these two worlds. And let's be frank, the odds aren't in Jake's favor. While he's trained and certainly improved, stepping into the ring with Tyson is like bringing a knife to a bazooka fight. Tyson's punches are like thunder rumbling from the depths of a tortured soul, seeking redemption. Jake's punches? Well, they're more like pop songs, catchy at first, but lacking the depth to truly resonate. As the fight night approaches, predictions are as wild as the premise of this match. Analysts, fans, and casual bystanders are all placing their bets.
Speaking of bumps,
Went right over it.
those little bumps you had on your face kind of alarmed me. You wouldn't be happy to take PEDs, right?
Listen, if you want to build in excuses right now,
No, I'm just asking.
Go ahead.
Because I was just wondering. I
Go
looked at
ahead.
your face, it looked kind of serious. You had some rage and acting all unorthodox. You know, those are signs of the PEDs.
I'll give you guys the answer early. Is Jake Paul natural? No. I can say that with pretty certain confidence in that state.
Tyson has thrown a bombshell, accusing his upcoming adversary, Jake Paul, of steroid use. This startling claim has cast a shadow over their scheduled clash, turning what was a highly anticipated match into a spectacle shrouded in controversy. As the fight date draws near, Tyson, a figure synonymous with both raw power and tumultuous past, has not shied away from voicing his suspicions about Paul's sudden physical transformations. Observing Paul's aggressive training regimen, Tyson remarked on the unnatural progression in his physique and demeanor, suggesting performance-enhancing drugs could be at play. "Those little bumps on your face kind of alarm me," Tyson pointed out in a recent press conference. "You wouldn't be happening to take PEDs, are you?" Jake Paul, ever the provocateur, has responded with a mix of denial and defiance, suggesting Tyson is building an excuse for what's to come. However, the test results spoke louder than words. When the steroids test came back positive, it vindicated Tyson's accusations, leaving the sports world in turmoil. This revelation has not only put Paul's integrity under scrutiny, but has also jeopardized the upcoming fight, with potential cancellations and fines looming over Paul's head. Amidst this brewing storm, Lennox Lewis, the last undisputed heavyweight champion and a stalwart of the sport, offered his insights. Known for his analytical approach and no-nonsense attitude, Lewis expressed both fascination and concern.
I think it's going to be a good fight. I mean, you know, Mike Tyson, what he does is two-dimensional. He's going to come at you, trying to knock you out. Now, you got to try and stay away from him.
Mike's training at 58 is something phenomenal, Lewis observed. He's not just a fighter, he's a force. Yet, he cautioned Paul, highlighting the risks of underestimating Tyson's ability to unleash devastation even at his age.
You saw him working out the other day. He's 57 years young. He still got it. He still got it in his eyes. He still got it in the body.
Oh yeah, no, Tyson can throw a punch, he can take a punch, so, you know, he's doing something that he's used to.
As the July 20th showdown approaches, expectations are at a fever pitch. Tyson, fueled by wrath and a sense of betrayal, seems more determined than ever to prove a point. Not just to win, but to expose.
We've got the highlights from the latest Mike Tyson and Jake Paul press conference, which was more like a comedy roast than a fight promotion. In the left corner, wearing a suit, not boxing gloves, the indefatigable, age-defying Mike Tyson. And in the right corner, armed with a microphone and a smirk, a reporter with the audacity to poke the bear, or should I say the former heavyweight champ.
Frankly, you are too old to be fighting a guy who's 28.
Well, I'm beautiful. That's all I can say.
Frankly, you are too old to be fighting a guy who's 28. Oh, the audacity. But wait for it. Tyson's comeback isn't a punch, but a proclamation. I'm beautiful. That's right. Not just a knockout artist, but a full-blown beauty icon at 50-something. Who says age is anything but a number? Then, moving from beauty tips to behind the scenes, our fearless reporter digs deeper.
How is the training camp going? Because we see the 30-second clips with Rafael Cordero and your whole team, but could you give us a little more insight into how things are going?
I'm doing great, but my body's right now. I'm sore, I'm really sore.
I think you're playing possum.
No, I wish.
How is the training camp going? As if the snippets of Tyson punching at the speed of light aren't clue enough. But Mike, ever the open book, admits, I'm sore, really sore. Translation, I'm training hard, but hey, let's keep that between us. The reporter, not missing a beat, throws a low blow. I think you're playing posum. Oh, the drama. Is Tyson just setting us all up for a grand reveal on fight night? Our champ denies it with a weary chuckle. No, I wish. What we wish, dear listeners, is that this banter could go on all day.
And Mike wanted this. Mike wanted it to be a pro fight. He wants the war. And so I respect that. I respect them for taking this fight, for stepping up to try to put an end to me. Because that's what all these fighters have been trying to do, is end the YouTuber. And if Mike can do that, then he's a hero.
Mike wanted this. Mike wanted it to be a pro fight. He wants the war, Jake declares, casting himself not just as a fighter, but a battlefield unto himself. And really, who better than Mike Tyson, the epitome of boxing bravado, to choose to dance with a YouTube star in the boxing ring? But Jake doesn't stop there. He paints a picture of a relentless onslaught against him, the lone YouTuber. All these fighters have been trying to do is end the YouTuber. Cue the dramatic violins, folks. It's not just a fight. It's an epic saga where every punch thrown at him is a shot at silencing the might of influencers everywhere. And if Mike Tyson, the legend, the beautiful beast of boxing, can manage to put an end to Jake Paul, then he's a hero, Jake says. Not just any hero, mind you, but the savior of the boxing world from the clutches of YouTube celebrity. The stakes? Nothing less than legendary. Oh, the drama. Tyson, drawn from his retirement for a battle of such magnitude, not to reclaim a title, but to possibly end the saga of a YouTuber turned boxer. Could this be the script for a Hollywood blockbuster, or just another day in the life of modern boxing? Whether you're here for the punches or the punchlines, this fight promises more layers than a well-edited vlog. Will the beauty of the fight live up to the hype? Will the hero emerge victorious, or will the new age gladiator prove his mettle? A reporter, fishing for controversy, tosses a loaded question into the mix.
Is that the goal here? Are you trying to put an end to Jake Paul?
No, I really like Jake a lot, but once he's in that ring, he has to fight like his life is dependent on it, because it will be.
Is that the goal here? Are you trying to put an end to Jake Paul? Tyson, ever the philosopher of the ring, doesn't bite. Well, no. I really like Jake a lot, but once he's in that ring, he has to fight like his life is dependent on it, because it will be for sure. Ah, the classic Tyson, mixing a compliment with a casual reminder of the impending danger. Then, enter Jake Paul, the man of the hour, balancing on the fine line between confidence and arrogance.
Sure, I think it's 50-50, I truly believe that there's a lot of people who, see me as an arrogant ass. I can be sometimes, but I'm just having fun and entertaining the world. And I do think that the older generation wants people to see Mike knock me out. But at the end of the day, I also have the kids, the middle schoolers, the high schoolers, the college students rooting for me and want to see me and Mike.
I think it's 50-50, I truly believe that there's a lot of people who see me as an arrogant. I can't sometimes, but I'm just having fun and entertaining the world. Jake knows his audience, playing to both the critics and the fans, the latter hanging on his every word. He continues, rallying his troops of middle schoolers, high schoolers, and college students.
and I've been doing it at a super high level, but on July 20th, I'm gonna show the world that I can outbox Mike Tyson and prove everyone wrong and show that I will be the one doing the killing.
Mike's a killer, a warrior. He's been doing this his whole entire life. I've been doing this for 4 years, and I've been doing it at a super high level. But on July 20th, I'm going to show the world that I can outbox Mike Tyson. Bold words, setting the stage for a showdown that promises to be more than just a fight. It's a proving ground. And then, because we need a dash of humor in this heavy drama, a reporter asks Jake about his weight. Heavy big boy 230s, damn. Yes, folks, Jake Paul, the heavyweight of YouTube, ready to tip the scales in his favor.
We only have 2 minutes, we'll fight more.
It's
Make
gonna
it
be
more action.
It's gonna be a firefight, more punches, and it's gonna be a sprint in there, so I think it's more entertaining for the
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of sprints because that's what I'm doing, a lot of running. I've been doing a lot of sprints, yeah.
Mike Tyson isn't out of surprises yet. I wanted to shoot around because I wanted more action. If we only have 2 minutes, we'll fight more. It's going to be a firefight, more punches, and it's going to be a sprint in there. Tyson, preparing for a sprint in what many might see as the marathon of his career, is as ready as ever to entertain. So there you have it, folks. A fight that's gearing up to be a rapid-fire exchange of more than just blows. It's a battle for legacy, entertainment, and maybe, just maybe, a bit of redemption for the old school against the new wave. Will the sage wisdom and raw power of Tyson prevail? Or will the fresh energy and brash confidence of Jake Paul carry the day? Join us ringside for the fireworks on July 20th.
Time I saw Mike was 2 months ago. He was chill. Rumor is he's not so chill now. No weed, eating raw meat. Let's see today. Is that an accurate assessment of where you're at? Are you not so chill?
I'm pretty chill right now.
Yeah, you seem pretty chill.
Pretty chill.
Yeah.
Picture this. Mike Tyson, once the baddest man on the planet, now just trying to stay chill amidst rumors that he's swapped meditation for a raw meat diet. Is this a boxing press conference or the plot of a new diet fad documentary? Pretty chill. Understatement of the year from a man who used to knock out teeth before breakfast. Then, in a plot twist no one saw coming, the reporter reveals he's actually on Team Jake Paul. Because why maintain journalistic neutrality when you can throw it out the ring?
Mike, I just want to let you know that I actually work for Jake Paul. I've gotten to know him pretty well. I've seen him box quite a bit. And I can confidently say that you're going to knock us out, Mike! Wow. You're going to knock us out! Let's go!
Well, and I can confidently say that you're fired.
Hey, Jake, I'm the face of the company. You know you can't fire me. I am better.
Security.
But, Mike, my only question is, what round are you going to knock him out in?
Hey, come to the fight. Hope you can afford a ticket.
Do you feel like you'll be able to take Mike Tyson's power at this stage?
I know I will be able to. I'm a natural-born heavyweight. This is what I was born to do, is to move up into this weight class, and I'm going to show Mike who has the more power, because he's underestimating me. I think everyone else is underestimating me, and I believe that I hit harder. I know it's going to be tough. I know I'm going to have to fight through adversity. I know I might even go to the canvas. I'm scared, don't get me wrong, but it's not about the fear stopping me. It's about going into it even though I am scared, and that's what true bravery is.
Where's your mother at?
Yo, Mike, how would you compare Jake to boxers in the 90s? And Jake, how do you foresee young boxers like me coming up? You feel me?
Well, Jake is his own person. He's not like anybody else but him. He started this YouTuber stuff out and he made it successful, and we're gonna see how far it can take him.
On the other hand, Paul, despite the allegations, remains a wild card with much to prove. The fight is expected to be not just a physical contest, but a battle of wits and strategy, with each fighter looking to exploit the other's weaknesses. The age of innocence in boxing is long over, one might say sarcastically. Now we have drama, steroids, and YouTube stars turning the sport into a reality show. What's next? Are we going to see a Kardashian referee the match? Thea's situation indeed reads like a script from a Hollywood blockbuster, with heroes and villains, plot twists, and a climax that remains uncertain until the last bell rings. The public and media reaction has been a whirlwind of speculation, analysis, and entertainment. Boxing forums, social media platforms, and sports news outlets are abuzz with debates and discussions about the integrity of the sport, the role of fame in modern athletics, and the true meaning of competition. As we edge closer to D-Day, the Tyson versus Paul event transcends the confines of a typical boxing match. It has morphed into a cultural phenomenon that reflects the complexities and the changing dynamics of sports entertainment. It raises questions about legacy, legitimacy, and the fine line between spectacle and sport. Regardless of the outcome, July 20th will undoubtedly be remembered as a day when boxing danced dangerously with drama, and the world watched, captivated.
Stay away from his power. I seen him working out the other day, and he throws some good combinations. So those 6-punch combinations, he has to make sure, I'm talking Jake Paul, make sure that he's not in the way of those punches, because Tyson's a real fighter.
Those 6-punch combinations, they're a message. Jake Paul needs to heed that message, or he'll be overwhelmed. Tyson isn't just fighting, he's reclaiming his time, his throne. Lewis continues. Seeing Mike like this, it's like watching a force of nature. He's two-dimensional in his focus, but multi-dimensional in his execution. He's a vortex, one that Jake must navigate with caution. The power, the intensity, it's all there.
You saw him working out the other day. He's 57 years young. He still got it. He still got it in his eyes. He still got it in the body.
Oh yeah, no, Tyson can throw a punch, he can take a punch. So, he's doing something that he's used to.
Within the electrifying build-up to the fight, Lennox Lewis has repeatedly offered stern warnings to Jake Paul, emphasizing the critical need for caution and strategy. Jake needs to really understand what he's stepping into, Lewis pointed out in a recent interview, his tone a mixture of concern and earnestness. Mike Tyson isn't just another opponent. He's a whirlwind of power and precision. He's going to come at you trying to knock you out. That's his domain, his ring. I've seen him. Those 6-punch combinations are not just impressive, they're destructive. Jake has to ensure he's not in the path of those punches, or he's in for a world of trouble. Lewis's advice is not just a caution, but a strategic blueprint for survival. Staying away from Mike's power, that's easier said than done, Lewis continued, highlighting the daunting challenge Paul faces. I've observed Mike's sessions, and the intensity and ferocity he brings, even now, is something Jake must prepare for like never before.
But let's cut through the noise. Unless Tyson has suddenly forgotten everything he's ever learned about boxing, Jake is in for a world of pain. Yes, folks, get your popcorn ready, because this isn't just a fight, it's a blockbuster. Imagine this: the bell rings, Tyson moves with the grace of a seasoned warrior, his muscles coiled with decades of wisdom and raw power. Jake, ever the showman, tries to dance around, throwing jabs like he's swatting flies. The crowd roars, the internet breaks, memes are born in real time. But here's the twist: Tyson doesn't just want to win, he wants to make a statement. Every punch he throws isn't just aimed at Jake, it's aimed at every doubter, every headline, and every shadow of his past. And Jake, well, he's about to learn that in the ring, followers and likes can't shield you from the truth. Post-fight, regardless of the outcome, the reverberations will be felt far and wide. If Tyson wins, it's a reaffirmation of the old guard, a testament to the enduring spirit of a true fighter. If Jake wins, and that's a big if, it's not just an upset, it's a rewriting of the sports and entertainment playbook. But let's not kid ourselves. This fight is Tyson's to lose and Jake's to survive. We're not just watching for the outcome, we're watching for the spectacle, for the chance to say, I was there when Mike Tyson turned a YouTuber into a living, breathing reaction GIF. As the fight draws near, the world watches with bated breath. Will it be a display of a young contender's rise, or a brutal reminder of why Tyson remains a legend? Rogan, like many, is poised on the edge of his seat, ready to witness what could either be a passing of the torch or a harsh lesson in the cruel realities of combat sports. In the grand narrative of boxing, where legends often face their shadows in the twilight of their careers, this fight stands out as a beacon, a test of time, age, and the indomitable spirit of a warrior.
Oops, I mean boxing match of the year. Today we're diving deep into the drama, the banter, and yes, the endless speculation. Is it real, or is it just a masterclass in acting? Let's find out.
Even the Saudi chief got on social media and said, Mike, forget the script. Beat this guy. What do you say? Tell these people who keep saying that this fight is scripted for Jake Paul to win.
Mike says, people keep asking if this fight is scripted. Well, folks, come on down to the front row and you'll see the real deal. Trust me, when I start throwing punches, it's no Hollywood stunt.
Well, just come to the front and you'll see. Listen, I started Jake off and I'm gonna finish him.
Oh, absolutely, Mike. Because if it were scripted, you'd definitely tell us, right? Just like in all great scripted reality shows, the first rule is to admit it's scripted. Spoiler alert.
Hey, yeah, come on, fuck Jake Paul. Fuck Jake Paul. Jake Paul. Jake Paul. Jake Paul. Hey, I hope y'all keep that same energy when I knock this old man the fuck out.
than Jake the Fake is telling us.
Well, clearly they don't have a high IQ in here, but that's a federal crime, Brian.
For those wondering if this is scripted, come on, use your brains. It's not like we're putting on a Broadway show here. And besides, faking a fight, that's just a federal crime waiting to happen. Right, Jake? Because no one ever bends the rules in boxing or entertainment. It's all about intellectual honesty in the ring. And who knew? Jake Paul, the defender of federal law. What a plot twist.
He should be lean and mean. He's fat and funky. I saw him with his shirt off the other day. He's fat. I thought, did you start training already?
Hey, Buster Douglas was fat, am I right?
I know, but you're no Buster Douglas.
Mike saying. And this guy, is he even training? He looks more like he's been on a tour of all-you-can-eat buffets rather than in the gym. You're not supposed to eat your way to heavyweight, Jake. Shocking revelation. It turns out, physical appearance in boxing might just matter.
Listen, we're here. We did enough talking. I'm ready to fight.
Who knew that lean and mean was better than fat and happy Mike? Always the fitness guru, reminding us all how important a salad can be before a fight. Jake added.
I'm better, and I'm gonna end you quicker than he did, and you'll remember that forever. You started me off. I appreciate that, Mike. I love you. I love you like a father loves his son, but I must discipline you. You're going down, old man.
Okay, I love you too.
And Mike, I love you like the father I occasionally listen to, but come July, it's bedtime for you. I'm turning the lights out on your career, Dad. ABW, isn't that sweet? Family bonding over a friendly knockout. Nothing says I love you quite like a promise to put someone to sleep. Remember, kids, it's all in the name of sport.
Hey, look, he's right. I can't stand here and say I did those things, but what I promised to the people is on July 20th, Mike will be put to sleep, and he will feel my power, and I will go down as the man who put Tyson to sleep for the last time.
So, as our fighters prepare for this definitely not scripted, totally real confrontation, we'll keep our eyes peeled. Is it a fight? Is it theater? Is it a bit of both? One thing's for sure, it's going to be entertaining.
But if that Mike Tyson from Marvis Frazier fought Jake Paul's dead. He's dead. He's not going to make it. So you have to say...
And you're apprehensive. And once you're apprehensive, it's over with.
Please promise me you're going to kick this guy's ass and shut him up, please.
Hey, I'll do just that for you.
Even coming off the best, I still think he wins. Coming off...
It's hard to say because you never bet against a 27-year-old fighting a 58-year-old.
McGregor mused. Would knocking out a legend really count if the legend isn't in his legendary form? It's like beating Batman, but only because he forgot his utility belt. Sure, the hype machine's in overdrive, with trash talk that could fill novels and entertainment guaranteed. But beneath the spectacle, there's a question hanging in the air. Is this the fight we need, or just the fight we're getting? Netflix is streaming it for free, turning our living rooms into ringside seats. McGregor's not sure if we should be excited or just confused. But hey, in a world where clicks are king, maybe that's the point.
Because everybody needs to know how to do that. Well, it starts off like this. You lose everything. Everybody you loved, everybody you thought you loved, and you start all over again. But this time, I'm starting with experience. Before I had no experience, so everything was like, wow, what can I say? It was really difficult. And I had to learn through that experience to start over. But now it's a whole different subject. I'm experienced now.
So, are we tuning in? McGregor's left us pondering, but something tells me we'll all be watching, one way or another.
And now, what do you think about, like, now that they have, like, celebrities do guest matches, like Floyd Mayweather and Logan Paul? Logan Paul actually does some wild shit.
Yeah, he's really good.
He does some wild shit.
He really does.
Jumping off the top ropes and slamming into each other in the middle, like, that's some serious athleticism.
Yeah, I tell them, both those kids are half tough.
Very tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take nothing away from them.
No, I mean, people want to take something away from them because they're YouTube people. I always tell people, just forget that Jake Paul is a YouTube guy and watch him box.
Yeah.
The kid can fight, 100%. And that Tommy Fury fight really showed that. I mean, it goes to a split decision against a legit undefeated boxer.
Yeah. He doesn't, I'll tell you what, the one thing he doesn't want to do is fight Mike.
No.
Yeah, he wants to fight Mike, I think.
Why?
I don't know.
I don't give a fuck if he's 55. That's still Mike Tyson.
Mike's in good shape, too.
Oh, my God.
Mike trains every day.
Rogan acknowledges the toughness and athletic capabilities of YouTube personalities, like Logan Paul, who've transitioned into boxing. He points out that dismissing them due to their internet fame overlooks their genuine skill and dedication to the sport.
Success and failure, and never quitting. Failure never stops. You never stop failing, you never stop rising. It's just the way life is, up and down, up and down.
But do you think, but at the end is you're going up.
Yeah.
You're not really going down. Like,
no,
it's not a roller coaster.
Exactly.
You agree?
But this is what I've learned too from people. The distance from the Rolls Royce and the gutter is just one step. I could always make them a step. That one step could put me back in the gutter.
Oh, really? Tell me about it.
Well, it's Ramadan. You know, we have 30 days fasting, praying, and no disrespectful stuff come out of your mouth and all that stuff. That's why I can't say what I'm gonna do to Jake, really. Right now.
Okay. But you're gonna be successful.
Gets the edge.
Jake will beat him, but yeah, Mike could go with him.
You think Jake's gonna beat Mike Tyson, Chell?
Hey, Jake's the real deal. I mean, you know,
Chell, Mike Tyson.
He's 60 years
Mike
old.
Mike Tyson could be 188 years old.
No. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Okay. You move in. Boom. Almost like the overhand. Boom. Your hands out here, your hands up. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, because I'm right here. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Move again. That's good shit.
Yeah, I think it'll piss me off. I think it's cool. You think it's cool? That's awesome.
In the annals of combat, few names reverberate with the thunder of inevitability like that of Iron Mike Tyson. Behold the resurgence of a legend transforming not just his body, but the very fabric of fear itself.
Conqueror, no, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat his children. Praise be to Allah.
At 57, verging on 58, Mike Tyson isn't just defying age, he's rewriting the rules of nature. The beast from Brooklyn back to reclaim the throne, with muscles coiled in power that defies the sands of time. As the clock ticks closer to fight night, Logan Paul has sounded the alarm, and it's blaring a brutal truth. Jake is screwed, not just ordinary screwed, epically, historically, catastrophically screwed. While Jake prances in the limelight, Iron Mike stalks the shadows, each step a quake, each breath a gale. His fists, cataclysms caged in skin. What awaits is not a mere match, but a reckoning.
Babe, but what if he knocks you out?
Ooh. He sounds nervous. Just look away.
You told me once at your house, I didn't finish the story. I said, Mike, what made the difference? And you said, a mentor.
Absolutely. Without a mentor, if you have a bad mentor, you're going to be a bad student. If you have a good mentor, you have a good student. That's what I believe.
And had you not had Cuss, had Cuss not come along?
No, it's never, it can't be like if I didn't have it. It was meant by God. It's not going to happen. I don't even think like that. No, this is what happened. I don't look at myself as failing. If I wasn't with Cuss, I'm going to fail.
But would there have been somebody else?
No, I'm ordained by God to meet the master.
Tyson's footwork is a masterclass in itself, always in and out, making it difficult for his opponents to predict his next move. His right hand comes from nowhere, and it's so fast that you can't get out of the way.
And if Mike's okay with that, then I'm okay with that. But I want Mike to be the one making this decision because I respect him as the legend. And if he puts me down, I can deal with that. But if I put him down, he needs to be the one making the decision on whether or not he can deal with that. But yes, I'm going in there, and now it's a pro fight. It's on my record, and I'm going to fucking put him down. And if people are pissed about it, then watch soccer.
It's a sign of victory. I always believe that adversity or nervousness, it like pretty much catapulted me into success. If I didn't have these feelings, I wouldn't go into this fight.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world?
Go to the gym at 1, then I go to the strength and conditioning guy, then it starts all over again.
So, Mike, what was the height of your career? Like, when you look at your 58 years, like, if you look back and scan 58, what was the highest point?
Losing to Buster Douglas.
Busted up. Were you always busted up?
No, probably I hurt my hand from training, but never from the fight.
But are you going into a fight with a busted hand?
No, I'm going in a fight with a winning spirit. Boom, boom, boom.
I think Jake Paul told you hurt.
They want to fuck with me.
He's only 200? Oh, gee. This is worse than I thought. Oh, boy.
I don't think there's anything that's going to stop him.
What's truly remarkable is Mike being in the zone, getting angry and letting all his emotions out during training. This is the Tyson we need to see, the one who dominated the boxing world with his peekaboo style, which helped him become the legend he is. At his age, it's clear that he's working well with his coach, and the results are showing. They're proving that efficiency and results go hand in hand, and Tyson is as efficient as ever.
I'll give you guys the answer early. Is Jake Paul natural? No. I can say that with pretty certain confidence in that statement.
A little bit or something like that. I may just come in without jabbing and moving my head.
But dude, you were like undefeated for how long?
Well, you could be undefeated, but that don't mean you're the best.
Right. But you were the best.
It appeared to be, yeah.
You appeared to be.
Yes.
But goddamn, he was the best. Look, here's a guy that was the best, and he's saying no, it appeared to be the best.
Well, listen.
It's a privilege to witness an icon like Tyson still pushing himself to the limits and inspiring others.
Boom at the same time. As he playing the boom, he go down. And it's right here. Boom. Jake Paul.
I was gonna rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me.
Slip, whip. Yep. And then you whip your butt. I think we should do that. Boom.
It'd be awesome. Yeah.
I don't see how Jake survives a body attack.
Can I make the comparison to Yoda in Star Wars?
I'd rather have a few years of glory than a lifetime of obscurity. Yeah. I'd rather die 20 than live to be 60 and be nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you know Yoda. Yeah. Like, he'd be hobbling around doing whatever. But when Yoda goes to battle...
DMT stuff, right? And I lost that weight, and I said, I don't know what happened. I just don't know what happened. I just said, I'm gonna do this.
Well, it's funny because you talked to me on the podcast before, the first time you came on, and you said, I can't even work out. Because if I work out, my ego will get excited.
But I did this toad, and this toad, I said, you gotta do it. It said, you have to do it.
The toad told you.
You have to
The DMT told you time to fight.
You have to do it.
Wow.
I lost the weight.
It's a strange conversation to have because he was like so focused and so intense. You know, it was almost hard pulling conversation out of him.
Known for his analytical approach and no-nonsense attitude, Lewis expressed both fascination and concern.
I think it's going to be a good fight. I mean, you know, Mike Tyson, what he does is two-dimensional. He's going to come at you, trying to knock you out. Now, you got to try and stay away from him.
Mike's training at 58 is something phenomenal, Lewis observed. He's not just a fighter, he's a force.
You saw him working out the other day. He's 57 years young. He still got it. He still got it in his eyes. He still got it in the body.
Oh, yeah. No, Tyson can throw a punch. He can take a punch. So, you know, he's doing something.
I just want to make it clear that Mike Tyson was the one who wanted it to be a pro fight. There's no holding back. Whatever happens, and this is war now.
Hello, fight fanatics. Buckle up because today's episode might just break the internet, or at least dent it a little. Jake Paul, internet troublemaker turned pugilist, has thrown a gauntlet at the feet of the Titan Mike Tyson. Yes, you heard that right. If you ever wanted a real-life version of David vs. Goliath, well, you're getting it, except this David is less biblical and more Instagrammable.
I just want to make it clear that Mike Tyson was the one who wanted it to be a pro fight. There's no holding back. Whatever happens, and this is war now. If he puts me down, I can deal with that. But if I put him down, he needs to be the one making the decision on whether or not he can deal with that.
Jake Paul states this is war with the kind of gusto usually reserved for movie trailers, except in this feature, our leading man is up against Iron Mike Tyson. Not a paper tiger, but a real one who used to eat heavyweight belts for breakfast. There's no holding back. Whatever happens, happens, says Jake, sounding less like a boxer and more like he's about to jump out of a plane without a parachute. He's ready to add this fight to his professional record. Let's hope it doesn't end up being a professional regret.
I'm going in there, and now it's a pro fight. It's on my record, and I'm going to put him down. And if people are pissed about it, then watch soccer.
As Jake plans to put him down, let's take a moment to remember who he's talking about. Mike Tyson isn't just a boxer, he's a one-man wrecking crew who probably thinks Jake's YouTube videos are cute. Experts are scratching their heads trying to figure out if Jake's boxing skills are up for the Tyson test or if he's just mastered the art of making noise. and Jake advises anyone who's worried about the fight's outcome to watch soccer.
And if people are pissed about it, then watch soccer.
Babe, but what if he knocks you out?
Ooh. He sounds nervous. Just look away.
I mean, if you enjoy seeing adults run around without scoring for 90 minutes, sure, soccer's exciting. So dear viewers, what's your take? Is Jake writing checks his gloves can't cash, or will he serve us the biggest upset since the invention of YouTube itself? Jake's strategy might involve lots of movement because, let's be honest, standing still might not be the healthiest choice. His best bet? A bicycle. Because mobility, folks, is key. The boxing world is torn. Some are calling it an epic showdown, others an epic sideshow. From seasoned champs to trainers, everyone's gearing up not just for a fight, but for a spectacle, a historical moment where we find out if YouTube views count as much as training hours. Before we go, let's ponder, is this match a step forward for celebrity boxing or a meme in the making? Iron Mike, the apex predator of the ring, is on the prowl. Witness the spectacle, the horror, the glory. It's not just a fight, it's the resurrection of a legend. Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul, the countdown to doomsday begins. Mike Tyson vs. Jake Paul, be there if you dare. This isn't just a boxing match, it's a cultural moment, a meme in the making. A story we'll tell for years to come about the day a legend stepped back into the ring, not just to fight a man, but to battle an era.